There's a strong culture of innovation and collaboration at Seymour Whyte. We've partnered with InfraBuild, who have developed the Sense 600 products in order to meet both of our organisation's decarbonisation goals.
Sense 600 is a high-strength, low-carbon steel reinforcement with up to 16.7% material reduction and up to 39% carbon reduction.
The Australian standards for the bridge code was updated in May of 2024. Sense 600 has been around for a couple of months beforehand, but it was around that time that we really began our journey with InfraBuild and started working on the Clyde Road Upgrade project, where we started to include it in our design solution.
Seymour Whyte is the first project in Victoria that we're using Sense 600 for. There's a couple of other projects in Queensland and in New South Wales, but it's mainly been used for the vertical elements of a project. In this particular project with Seymour Whyte, it's been used for the minimum strength of Rio componentry.
We're really proud to be the first project in Australia to use this within our bridge structure.
Being the first is exciting, but it also means that we are proving that it can be implemented.
Sense 600 is made locally in Australia in our 2 steel mills in Laverton and Rooty Hill, New South Wales.
The major raw materials used in the production of Sense 600 is 100% recyclable steel. So things like old cars, refrigerators, sheds and so forth.
It means that all of our recycled steel is going to really good use. And not only are they using 100% recycled steel, the way in which they produce the steel through the manufacturing process also has less carbon emissions than our general steel that we have been using on projects.
We can have lower emissions in a product where we've never traditionally had options to reduce carbon.
The size of bar, we can produce anything out of the mill. It comes in a coil form or it comes in a length form. That can be anything from 6 metres to 9 metres up to 18 metres long.
The composition and the makeup of the 600 MPa steel allows it to be used in a very broad space. It's got very good durability, great for high stress applications, as well as it's got great resistance to corrosion.
So the challenges to have Sense 600 approved and implemented in the design was to get buy-in from our design house, our proof engineers, our technical advisor, MRPV, as well as our governing bodies.
The other concern we had originally was how to differentiate standard reinforcement versus Sense 600, but the Sense 600 bars have a different markings and deformation on them compared to other reinforcements, so you're able to tell on site. The hope is that once we trial this on the bridge's substructure, in the future it can be used in the superstructure as well, which is much larger tonnages and much larger overall savings. There's about 450 tonnes of steel being used in this project, and you save about 350 kilos of carbon emissions per tonne. So as a net overall difference, you're saving about 150 tonnes of carbon emissions.
Overall, we had a very positive feedback from our clients. Obviously, everyone has the targets to reduce their carbon footprint in the future, and we're just part of the journey.
We're really thrilled to be leading the way in decarbonisation within the construction industry.
To be at the cutting edge of sustainability in infrastructure is a really inspiring thing.
It is really important that we continue to find ways to reduce our carbon footprint as a project, but also as Seymour Whyte as a business.
Reducing carbon emissions is a huge issue within our industry and society worldwide. And if we can do that little bit to show how we can change the construction industry through things like 600 MPa, it's just a bonus, and we should be sharing this knowledge with the wider industry, so it's business as usual.
The legacy that we can leave is beneficial to Clyde Road and also to engineering projects throughout Australia.